radio technology, really kind of older radio technology, to allow people to communicate in an old but seemingly new way, in a slower way that's kind of more chance. It's an open signal as opposed to our phones and texting. And like some of the other pieces I've done here, it kind of meditates on communication and how we've sped things up, but in some ways communicate less effectively.
I can hear you.
Radidio.
Is what CB radio users use to refer to CB radios. And I thought that's funny. It's a whole word. It deals with language and changing the language and looking at language, and that's what my piece looks at, is language of communication. It's an interactive sculpture or installation that uses CB radios and crystal radios to allow people to communicate with each other. Crystal radios are radios that run without power. It's actually powered by AM waves.
Radidio is installed in 2 locations in the Digital Arts and Research Center building. On the second floor in the hall, there are crystal radios and CB radios, which communicate to CB radios in the outside structure.
Say something about that.
I'm good. Just calm down, man. Oh, this wine.
How's your new job, Lyle?
Not as engaging as here. We don't have microphones there.
So I think about that idea of slowing down and making communication more transparent and allowing us to fully engage in this process in a slow and meditative way, as a way to feel empowered and to feel like you are fully engaged in the tools that you have at hand.
I got to a point where I realized I really wanted to kind of broaden my vision of things, and especially the art world, and also just what I knew in the arts, which was, I was working like a lot of hand sewing and very sort of non-technological things, and being around young people all the time, I wanted to stay relevant to them, and it just became apparent to me that especially if I'm dealing in communications, bolstering my digital arts knowledge was only going to help me stay relevant as an artist and as an educator. And the UC program seemed to be the thing that would help me take that step.